Hey guys, cool blown right back. I'm Rick.
I'm Maggie.
We're back with Haikyuu. Last time on Haikyuu, set 2, 22-22.
Yeah. I think we might take it, or at least come really close.
I think we will give them a shock either way.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And then I think we're going to overcome within...
If they could take this one, then we could just take all the rest of them.
I think it'll go all the way to 5.
Yeah, it has to.
And I think we'll take it. All the way to the Nationals, baby.
Yeah, because, like, I don't really see us... Well, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I could see us, like, winning this one, and then they come back and, like, implement some sort of a weird teamwork.
Well, there could also be the problem of Nishinoi's arms just falling off after he takes so many receipts from Ushiwaka.
Oh, God. What about his arms? Like, freaking pitchers have to take breaks, otherwise their shoulder blades will just spin off into the stands.
That's true as well. He's never had to go to the distance before.
Yeah, they always do it in stray sets.
Unless he has it at the Nationals, because he's been there before. And I don't know how the Nationals are held.
I bet they lost in straight sets.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, he probably got a lot of points, but...
I can't remember if they've ever, like, told us about the winners of the Nationals.
I mean, they told us that Shiro Toizawa went there, but they lost.
Did they?
Yeah. Last time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think Nekama has won recently either.
No. But they've got to go there. They've got to go the distance.
Gotta go the distance.
So we can have the trash can battle.
Gotta overcome the demon coach.
Wow.
With grandson Coach Yukai.
Grandson Coach Yukai. It is his grandson, isn't it?
Yeah, it's his
what
grandson.
happened to the Yukai in the middle?
Because his mom runs the store, and I got the picture that the dad wasn't in the picture. For one reason or another.
Old Coach Yukai could be a big reason.
I mean, I don't know that for sure, but yeah, like imagine having to live up to Coach Yukai.
Gosh.
If you like married in. As I don't know if the mom or the dad were like the descendant, you know? Or which one married in.
I don't know. I mean, they carry the name, but that could mean anything.
Yeah. Yeah. We saw Suki step it up. At the very end there.
With his reasoning mind.
He's controlling the timing. Tendo is a joy on the other side of things. He's just like...
a beautiful human being who, I was right, is probably off his meds today because he's having trouble concentrating on what he wants to concentrate on.
True. It's just this chaotic ball of energy.
Oh,
who seems almost directionless other than to get under people's skin.
Yes.
At any cost.
Luckily, the focus of his attentions is his own teammate, Ushiwaka.
And Suki as well. He's been hurling a lot of it at Suki.
Yeah, but Suki got under his skin, like, instantly, perfectly.
It's true.
With needle-like precision.
Do you think Suki has a punchable face?
Yes. I feel like I've been saying that forever. Suki's little... snot. But he's our snot.
All right, let's see what happens in set 2. Who comes ahead, and then maybe we'll start set 3 as well.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to be too behind.
Or there's some character development on the other team or something.
Could be.
I feel like Goshiki is probably like going through that punch into a mold process right now. So
could be. Let's see what happens.
I love seeing Suki have a Tanaka moment.
Yeah. It was a long time coming.
Yeah.
It made it all the better.
And it just seems so, like, slightly... Like, when the other guys, like... When they celebrate, it's like... It just feels, like, natural and, like, normal, and they've done it before. But when Suki did it, his arms just seem to, like, shiver weirdly, like he's not used to...
It's because they were still numb from the block.
Probably. Just because they just seemed so unused to expressing emotion through his body. It was amazing.
It was incredible. Yeah, so good seeing him have that moment. Like that was talked about so long ago by
his brother.
No.
Oh no, owl guy.
I want to call him Bakugo.
Bakugo.
No, that's from My Hero. It's close to that. Bakuto.
Bakuto.
Yeah. Bakuto.
You just scribble it worse. Right? You can't draw a straight line.
It worked. I didn't see you looking it up. Look at your notes to us.
I was too. I don't have very many notes because I get involved in watching the show.
Well, you wrote Ita, who's the pinch server.
Yeah.
Came in.
And all of a sudden, as soon as he came in, they all started communicating. And like calling and like doing stuff together. So he might come into play more in the future.
Could be.
In their effort to somehow develop a cohesive unit to block our cohesive unit.
Although their server did say, their setter, Shirabu, I think is what I wrote down, but I wasn't sure if I got it 100% correct. But he said, like, I'm not just for setting Ukiwaka.
Yeah, but
Ushiwaka.
that also means he's got a bit of inferiority complex because that's what everybody else thinks he's there for, and that's what all he's ever done. But he knows he can do more.
I mean, in the first set, I don't know how many for this one, but in the first set, Ushiwaka only scored half their points. Mm-hmm. So, he's not alone.
But he's already had to turn it up to 100% already, second set, and they lost it.
Do you think that was 100%? I wonder.
Well, until Vegeta comes down and puts his goggles down and says, like, it's over 9,000, then I'm going to just assume it's freaking 100%.
It's pretty great, though, when he was like, gather them to me.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll just break through them. Like, what a cool thing to say.
Yeah.
And then he did.
That would be so cool to do.
And then he did. Yeah, it went long. It went to 30 points.
That's the best thing that they could have done. Wear those guys down. They don't have our stamina.
Probably not.
They don't. I mean, in the first set, in the second set, if they're already conserving Ushiwaka's arm, it's like, he may be a cannon, but glass cannon.
Yeah, I think it's all going to come down to how much he has left in the tank for the last set. Because if he can go 100% on the last set, he might be unstoppable. But maybe we'll drain him so that he can't do that.
I mean, I doubt they played very many 5-set matches all the way to 5 sets. And probably none at all that have ever gone to like 30 points.
What was that?
The heck is that?
Oh, I bet it's Scream Stream stuff. All right, well, so if Ushiwaka has 100% in a set, I think they're going to win that set. But if we can take it to set 5, then he might not.
I mean,
might not have it.
If he's moved from like 70% up to 100%, it hasn't actually changed his playstyle at all, just his strength. And it's like, sure, he might slip a couple through Nishinoya, but we've already shown that we can render him, we can already work him into where we want him to be.
Well, but the thing is, like, if he can vary the speeds, it'll be even harder to adapt to for Nishinoya. I feel like.
But if he varies the speeds, that just means we block him.
Maybe.
Because we're getting hands on his ball. All the time. I should have
really
rephrased that.
Because, like, with the one touches, because they're so powerful, it just sends it way out of the court, even.
But we're getting hands on.
I know.
They're just too powerful, so it's just going off.
Yeah.
But like, if he slows it down or whatever, and we get a one touch, that just means it doesn't go out, and someone brings it back into the court.
Hopefully.
My plan will work.
Well, I like Suki's plan of just piling on the stress, like not giving them points, but not giving them any easy points, and just being in their face, getting them upset with the what does he call them?
The weird duo.
Yeah, the weird duo. The weirdos.
Weirdos.
The weird duos.
But, I mean, that should be normal sort of stresses, though. Because for any team up against another team. But I think they're feeling the extra stress just because they don't have a team that's also needling and pushing back like that.
I mean, I feel like a lot of teams facing them have been stressed by Ushiwaka's dominance. And just have been worn down in morale from that. Just haven't been able to recover.
Alone.
So, like, I feel like that's happened before they've been able to maybe hit their strides and fight against Shinichiro Rosawa.
Has anybody ever just straight up blocked one of Ushiwaka's?
I mean, they lost to the Nationals, so someone beat him somehow.
Yeah.
But he did seem very surprised. And was he just surprised because of who he's...
That was 100% Rick, and he blocked it!
Yeah. Well, is he just surprised because he's fighting the parking lot? Or is it because he's surprised because, like, no one has done that? I imagine it's just because he didn't expect it from Karasuno.
Maybe. But he also is... got no sense of humor, so I don't like him. He's incredibly prideful.
I need him to give that look to Hinata. Yeah. I need Hinata to do something that gains that look of fear. Garners that look of fear.
Or just taking him seriously. I mean, to be honest, he's already taken him seriously just because he reacted to him immediately. Like, even Tendo recognized that.
Well, sure, but
he
said because he didn't respect him is why he reacted that way. I want him to respect him. That's what I want. So I need... And as much stamina as our guys have, they were sweating.
They were sweating.
During those last few.
But I still think they've got to have more stamina than that team.
I mean, the good thing if, like, their practice session is indicative of others. Like Shinichiro Rosawa, if they're winning in their practice matches, although a lot of the time they went to, like, college teams and stuff too, right? But, like, if they win, they don't have to do the extra endurance exercises. And that could hurt them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, we had to do all those chest flops and stuff. That looked painful, by the way.
There's that and those running up the hills, too.
Yes, the running up the hills especially. But, like... And I also feel like that team just maybe haven't been through the dumps. Like, hasn't gone through the trash piles as much as we have of, like, just being kicked down for a whole week, not winning a single game, and just still keeping focused.
Probably not that, yeah.
Like, I feel like we've got so much ahead of this team, and all they got is their one big eagle guy, and we're just picking his feathers off one by one.
So what do you think is going to be the greater prize? The Emperor's Cup that they have there, or
that old
cheers
the old man in the
Gramps?
stand? That crazy old man in the stand. Yeah. Take that cup, smush it in his face. How dare you freaking say nasty stuff about kids like that. What a jerk. Gosh.
I really like the analogy of mobbing that Yachi had.
Yes.
About how smaller birds of prey gang up on bigger birds to take them down. Or to drive them away, at the very least. It's very apropos.
Yes.
What's actually happening in the game.
You've both seen that intro. Yes, it is apropos.
And they mentioned you can't switch in the same player twice in a set. I haven't really been keeping track of who gets in or out. I'm sure they'll tell us when it matters, but
yeah.
Because I think Hinata's been out. Well, it doesn't matter because the second set's over anyway. So.
But they're not talking about just the normal rotations. They're talking about the card switch-ins.
Yes. Yeah. So
Suga can't go in twice.
Right.
And Tadashi's serve things they can only do once, right? That's not like different rules for like a pinch server.
I don't think so. I think he can only come in twice, like everyone else.
You mean once?
Why once?
I thought you said you can't switch in twice. In a single
switch
set.
in the same players twice in the set. I thought that meant like Hinata, Tadashi comes in, and then Tadashi comes in. Can't switch in the same players twice. No, I guess that's true though. I thought they said something about it before.
I think that was just by the normal rotations. Like there's a special rule for Libros because they rotate in every time regularly.
But Tadashi's come in twice before.
Not in a single set, I think.
He has. Maybe not.
Because he did it the first set and he screwed it up. And then the next set when they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in a previous game, but he only ever comes in once. Pretty sure. Same for Suga.
Maybe. And yeah, I mean, they definitely said can't switch in the same players twice in a set, so.
I think it has to do with the card switches, not the just normal rotation stuff. But yeah. The old man. No longer freaking catcalling and making fun of him from the stands. What a jerk. What a jerk.
But because he's like that, it makes it so much better that he's like going to be converted.
To earn the ire of sweet Asahi and Daichi and Suga.
It's like Saul and Paul, right? Like the further away that you are, the better it is once you actually convert.
Oh, okay. I was confused. It's like, what meme are you talking of? Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. Yes. Let him be blind for a little while.
I wonder if he played on the team once. If
no, I think he's just an armchair person who's like sitting up stands and judging everything.
It could be
judging.
He bought a ticket like everyone else.
Like us. Judging.
We're kind though. He's cruel.
Yeah.
So, who do you think takes the next set? I feel like Ushiwaka's gonna have a chip on her shoulder now. He's got something to prove.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're gonna take this next set.
I could definitely see the Shiratorizawa team like just trying to like get it back, just clawing at it, expending way too much energy in the next one. Yeah. Maybe taking it. But then they got nothing for the last two.
Well, because the strategy could be like, okay, we give everything into this one, and we just crush their spirits and morale, and then there'll be easy pickings for the one after that.
Yeah, but the problem is, murder crows, boy.
We'll see. We'll see! I can't wait to watch the next one, but you don't have to. You can go over to patreon.com/SpawnWave and watch up to the next 4 over there right now, so that you can see us be hyped for Haikyuu. Because it is amazingly awesome. Subscribe so you never miss a reaction, because you never know when we might just drop something new.